So we're back, and let's get through it quick this time. This is cow 667. Here's how she looked in the very first time we saw her on her back right foot. Oof, that looks sore. This is her back left foot. Not good either. We wrapped them both, we blocked them both, we revisited her a few days later, and this is her final check. This is the Hoof GP.
And I won't let it rush when I see you dance, and the moment comes when I fall and time goes slow. I fall into you.
Look how well kept they all are here. Nice. I can't actually see 667 though. Oh, I can see her bum. You're alright, you're okay. Inquisitive creatures, eh? Unfortunately, because she's fighting her way through the rest of the cows, I can't quite get a look at how she's walking yet. But fear not, folks. We'll soon get her feet in the air and see how they're looking. If you look closely, this whole chunk here is moving. So it's disconnected, isn't it? And what do we do with disconnected horn? We get rid of it. Pay close attention to how I use my knife here. I'm using it in a sawing action because if I try to slice through it, it bends and flops out of the way, and I'd end up having to use much more pressure than is necessary, which in turn would lead to me cutting more deeply into the horn than I would like. So you have to use a sawing motion to get through this really soft horn, otherwise we'll end up cutting too deeply. We're struggling right up here, aren't we? This is the axial wall. And the axial wall has a habit of being notoriously difficult to fix problems that are within it. See, here is the problem. We'll get there though. See how I can just peel these wee bits away? That's because the iodine we applied last time has dehydrated all of that skin. I want to get a really good look at this, so clean it up as much as possible. Look at this, it's looking fantastic, isn't it? Much better than my hair. This block is still really nicely attached, the BoviBond doing its thing, as always. I'm just going to get rid of this cracked horn here, and maybe reduce some of these little ridges round about the lesion, just to make sure it continues going the right way and nothing else starts to occur. You see, this isn't a problem, this cracking. It's only really happening because this foot isn't in contact with the ground as much as it normally would be. So it's starting to just flake away naturally. Just consider for a second what this BoviBond is doing. The glue attaching the block to the base of this cow's foot is saving her a colossal amount of discomfort. Look at how deeply down the ULCER projects out of her foot, and then consider for a second how much pain she would be in if that block wasn't to stay on. This block has been on for weeks and weeks now, and it continues to do its job. If it weren't for the BoviBond holding on these blocks, I wouldn't be able to cure 90 to 95% of the cows that I do. You see, a lot of people would have said this needed to be cut off, it was proud flesh and would never heal. We're proving that this can be healed without surgical removal. I'm using Repiderma on this foot rather than iodine because all of the outer layers are now dried out and dehydrated. And all I'm aiming to do is make sure that no dermatitis infects that area, which it shouldn't because it's already closed up. This is just a safety net. You're welcome. And off she trots back to the herd, looking far better than she did in this very first video. Guys, this has been the Hoof GP. That is Cow 667, and you should crush the subscribe button right now to follow along on cows' stories just like this one. For now, folks, thanks very much for watching. We'll catch you on the next one. Ciao for now.